Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I've come straight on here this morning, I haven't even done a thing around here, I haven't picked up nothing. I'm in Australia, the weather is okay so far, we'll be getting really warm again today I suppose. I'm slowly getting over having Christmas dinners. I think I had too much. I was going really good and then I had a few lollies yesterday. I think I only had 4. Shouldn't have done that, should I? Anyway, felt a bit, oh dear. I wasn't doing too bad, like I said, but anyway. So, well, there's a couple of things. I got some really nice things for Christmas. I've got a mannequin. There's half-size mannequin I got to do make some more clothes on. These butterfly things, I really love these. Look at these, aren't they beautiful? The thing with these you can do is, look, you can take this bit off here and you've got that dimensional, and then you've got this bit under here that you can use too. So I'm thinking that's definitely going to be a couple of those nice colour ones. Oh well, they all are nice colour ones. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? I love them. That's why I've got them, you see, because I help Sandy too sometimes and he needs me to help with the shopping. Yeah, so I seen them there and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'll have some of those, because where I got them from doesn't always have the same things come back all the time, you know, after... Oh, this is not good at all. I'll get in here in a minute somehow. I have seen some sort of like this, but not as pretty, you know. So I'll have to do something about it. Put them on like that, so that might be a better idea, eh? Instead of squashing them. But they're, I don't know, made out of something that's not too squishy, so that's all right. And then there's this lot here. Look, aren't they pretty? And if you didn't want to have them sitting up, you could glue them down. And this one's here's got dragonflies. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. And I've got some of these here. Sit you in there. Manicure thing. Because, not manicure, that's the name of them. These are foundation wedges. Because I wanted some of these for doing around the edges of things, you know, putting a... And only do you want to get out of it. You want to get these things out, do they? What do you call it? Inking. I want to do ink my edges with them because I find that I've seen people do it and it looks easy because I've got a lot of light colours, like this chalk stuff that I want to use, and I'm going to see if this was really good to do it with. Makes you feel quite useless when you can't get stuff out of these packets. I have to put them in a little bowl or something. They look like lollies, don't they? Marshmallows. They're all stuck together. Right. There we go. I've got some new headphones for my computer. Chocolates, too many chocolates, lots of chocolates. Candles, beautiful candles. A thing to put your tea lights in, tea lights. Beautiful hand cream. This time, but I let the girls pick out what they, you know, to get me, because I felt, I said what are the things I'd like. I let them know, well, you know, how they say, what do you want for Christmas? And I just said these few things, and because otherwise I just, like both of them said, oh, Mum, you've probably already got that if I try to get it for you, so Mum probably has. So now I'm going to go back onto this. Now I've got this string here that I thought would go better in here. That's just my opinion. But I've got to figure out how I did this. I think I must be going the wrong way. What do you reckon? Instead of going under there, I'm supposed to go across the top of it. Like that. So we're working on this new journal, and so far I'm still doing pages, but at some time I want to put it together so I can start working actually in the book as I go, because I do like to do it that way. Of here. But you know, there's been, I must say, yesterday me and Jeremy, early, and Jim went home early, so, because she had other places to go to before she went home, and so they left, and then me and Jeremy sort of just chilled out for the rest of the day, really, to be honest. We didn't really do anything. Watched a bit of telly, and just hang around, because you know, he worked really hard doing those 2 Christmas dinners. He did. It's not doesn't just happen there itself, does it? It's a lot that you've got to put into it. Oh, look at that. Is that right? Might be going good. Yeah. Do it now. I go underneath, don't I? Under this one. Right over. Under. Where's the scissors? I'm going to cut that off. So this is a piece of it's like leatherish sort of stuff, but I don't think it is. I don't know. It's in something. I bought a pack of 3 of them, and I thought this was a bit better than the ribbon, because I think the ribbon was too. And even though I poked the holes in this, look, you can't see the hole there at all, can you? See? I didn't even set this camera up properly this morning, just put it there and started, because I thought by the time I sit in here and fiddle around, play around with things, I'd never get going. And I've got a few ideas now. Oh, well, you know, sometimes you get ideas come to you and you think, oh, I'll try that, see if it works. So we'll see how we go. Probably a few that I've done previously. Now, I want to go under this one, don't I, too? I cut that out, because pushing the old thing through there didn't work. All it did was sort of separate the pieces of lace. It didn't really break it apart. Or that one did. That time I got it broken apart a bit. Okay, so we put this up under here. Thank you, everybody, for your lovely comments and for your Merry Christmas wishes. Merry Christmas wishes. We did have a lovely Christmas. There was way too much food. People, I think everybody enjoyed themselves. Everybody got some nice prezzies. The weather was hot, but not too bad, I suppose, because we had air conditioning on. So, okay. Only thing I didn't do, and I really missed, was having some stuffing in the turkey or a chicken. We didn't do a whole one this year, so the smell of the stuffing on Christmas is what really makes it smell, you know, feel like Christmas to me, you know. Because that's what, is that right? Yep, under here. I hope when I get to the top that I end up in the right place. It ends up right, so I'll see if I can just push that through there. There we go, look at that, that was easy. You can use these things to do stuff with. You must be careful though, you don't want to ruin what you're doing. And that's going to go through there. I suppose it's underneath and then through the top, and then it'll be laced up. Probably supposed to be laced up at the bottom, is it? There's no hole here, look at that. That broke it apart underneath and through the top. So we just got New Year, and that'll be pretty quiet, I'd say. We don't usually celebrate that very big. There'll probably be a nice lunch or dinner somewhere with some family members or other, but you know, I'd be hoping that it'd be better than the last few, but I doubt it very much. So, because we never had Christmas last year, me and Jeremy were too sick. And because of the COVID, my daughter could have come, but she couldn't because I was too sick. I don't know what was wrong with us, but we had some sort of bad thing. It wasn't the COVID. It took about 3 weeks though to get through it, whatever it was. And thank goodness everybody's been all right so far. This year, what have I got here? I've tangled that up. sure it'll work out right. I don't want to pull it too far over because I want to see the effects of the lace, you know. I'm going to put it down. I want to see how it looks laced up. Do you think I should have put the eyelets? Do you think I should have? No, I don't think so. I don't think I needed the eyelets. It's personal choice, I suppose. If you want to put them there, that's, you know, that's up to you. Personal choice. It might have to be a little... Well, I won't worry about cutting that off because I'm going to put a piece of trim around that too and here. Because that's going to be a pocket. I've done something wrong, haven't I? There's a cross over there. And that's not. What have I done here? Doesn't look the same. Right. So it's supposed to go over the top. Is it? Like that. Yep, down in the back. Okay. I didn't see that. It took a while. I should put some glue on this to keep it from fraying, I suppose. Push that through there. So I hope everybody had a nice Christmas. I know a lot of people, or a few people, that spend it by themselves because that's what they wanted to do, and that's fair enough. You don't want to be... It's everybody's choice, isn't it? Back up through here. Alright. My daughter brought her little dog with her. He's little now, but he won't be one day. He's getting a bit bigger. Jeremy's always thought he'd like a little pup. Well, we've got one outside, but we were thinking about... I think he thought he was going to get him an indoor one day. And now I think he might have changed his mind somehow, which is not a bad idea. The cat is the best animal ever. He thinks he gives up... The cat has to have so much attention and does a bit of mischief sometimes, you know, but... I think he's no way wanting a dog. Oh dear. Probably had an accident. Oh dear. But my daughter was constantly taking him out and trying to, you know. But he's only a puppy. She's only had him a week. I mean, I don't know, I suppose he's old enough to leave his mother and that, but she's only had him for a week and it was kind of tricky. He was pretty good behaved, you know. At one stage there, he had my whole toe in his mouth. didn't hurt or anything, but oh dear, felt creepy. But anyway, it was a good time. We had a good time. Ellie won the Scrabble. We have a thing about playing Scrabble together, me and her, and we just had a game of Scrabble and she won. We have a game of Scrabble when she visits. How's that look? Pretty cool, eh? I'm going to have to stop fiddling with it. Once I get it stuck down there, I'll be able to figure it out so I don't have it so... it doesn't be so bulky. Get the right words out there. Right, now I think I like that. There might be something I can do to make that look like it's inside of something. Oh, I'll show you what I got the other day, or last week sometime. I had them in a bag here because everything was put away. I still got nothing out in the lounge room now. These buttons. Can you hear it? Isn't that noise they make? The only thing is, they're beads. Or some sort of... They're all the same direction. See, it's got holes through there. You see the holes? Okay. It's got like little DeMonte things there. And they're sort of something that you must put on. They must go onto some sort of thing or other by that bit, I guess. So I don't know yet what I'll do with those, but gee, they're nice, aren't they? I like those. Got them can assist. Another day. Right, that's good. So I was pleased with them. I better put them where I won't lose them. Now these things here I think are a bit too big for what I want to do. I might have to cut that off there like that, you know, to use them for, oh, I don't know. See, there was white ones you used to get and they weren't that thick. But anyhow, you just find some things and some things you don't find. So now I want to put this onto here, I think. This page. This is my first page and I don't think I'm going to I don't decide what to put in there just yet. So now I want to do the next page and that'll be this. So that's the pocket, right. And I need to put a bit of trim across there and around there. So now I've got to go look for something for that. I've got some gold in this box. I don't know what that'll, if we need gold on it. No, don't think I do. Right, very smartly now, so I need to find some skinny bit of trim, a thin bit of trim. Give me a second and I'll have a peep under here. Whoops. This is hanging out of the box. There's another piece off that. I don't think I've got anything in here thin enough. I don't think I'd like that, you know. I think I'd like something that's like the pink. It'd have to be smaller than that, I think. And that piece might smack you in the face too much, that one. I don't know if that's too wide too. It could be. Could be a bit too wide. I suppose better stop whispering here, I guess. Another box under there, is there? Yeah, but I don't think it's got thin one in it either. No. They all seem to end up in the same container somewhere. It's too dark, that one. I'll just open this up. I think it's too dark. I might take these out of here. Put them in there. I'll be able to trim that down. Sorry about this. I'm sure I'll find something shortly, I hope. Put around it, even if it is a bit of yes, maybe I could use a bit of liquid pearls or something on it. That might work. What do you reckon? Because it needs just to be a thin trim. We'll just have a quick look at these ones, and I don't think the gold's going to be it. Right. I've got to tie my hair back. It's blowing all over the place. This one here's only small, isn't it? I'll try and get this off here. I've stitched it down so it don't come unravelled. No, that's too, you know, there. That's way too over the top. What about this one? It might be alright. Okay. Sorry about this, my hair's in my face. So you just put a bit across here. Going which way? That way? No. It's got to go, I'm going to move that out of the way for a minute. It's got to go across here, like that. And then down the bottom, like that. Or am I going to try and see if I can do it with the blue? I think I might see if I can do the blue. Because we don't want it too much, do we? We just want it nicely, but not way too over the top, okay? Now, I can put that piece across here like that. Is that right? Yeah, because that goes that bit down the front. That'll be nice. Make sure you put it on the right way. Let's make a hole in my glue thing because I left the lid off it, aren't I? Clever. This is very forgiving though, this stuff. It just... I don't think this is glue or the pot. Oh yeah. I got it. I got it out. Right, now. This is a tacky glue, Aleen's. That actually this was part of my Christmas present and I started using it before it was time, you know. But I had to have some glue. I bought from a few bottles. I did, so I don't run out. Well, see, when you go on and buying these things, you got to think that you've got to pay postage. There's not much point buying just one of something because you're going to have to pay all that postage. You might as well get it so it's going to be enough to last you, sort of thing, eh? So you don't have to go and get another lot in a few months. You don't have to keep paying all that postage. It's a better idea. Usually anyway, a lot of places, if you spend a certain amount of money, they give you free postage, so probably better off to do that sometimes. Like, I wonder if that other piece is going to fit there. What have I done with it? Here it is. Now, which way did it go? Like that. Okay. And I brought it right to the end. Yes, I did. Bring it right over. So it goes there, like that. Very good. Okay. And around the corner a bit. There we go. That's good. That looks better, doesn't it, than putting something really, really bright on there. You know, like, I think that looks good, don't you? Do you like that? Yeah, gotta get that round the corner. Either that or I should cut it fair on the edge, because I did that one. Okay, cut this one off fair on the edge, for the end. Okay, that's right. Press it down really good. If you've got it glued on really well, it won't look wrong. I don't think. Okay. I'm going to have to let this loose a bit because it's starting to, you know, pull too tight and it's making it buckle up a bit. We need it to be out of flat like that so we can put it onto something. Righto, so now I need enough to go around the other parts, which I have here because I was chopping it up the other day, wasn't I? So I've got plenty to do these bits with too. There you go, look. And what about that there? I like that. I like this scallopy one. Let's see if we've got a scallopy bit. Somewhere here there'll be a scallopy bit. A mouthful of water. Right. Okay, so how much is scalloped? I need to have about 2 scallops worth, don't I? Like, righto, that might get this. Sorry, I'm sort of. I've got the idea, I think. Let me see if I can do it. So this part will go across there because it just fits in that part. I can cut this up here. It's a bit of manoeuvring, but you can do it. Otherwise, you could cut a piece off another piece of lace or something. But that works. You just can't see that. See? So as you'd probably do this sort of thing with paper too, wouldn't you say? So it's easier to do with fabric as well, you know. There you go, you do that. Right. You can see the difference there between those two, I think. That looks pretty good. Now get the other side. Now the bit I cut off there, it's got like it's wholly and not full. That's filled in those little dots. The other part's not, but I'm going to put it down the bottom on the next part of this thing. Okay. Sorry. Put that down there like that. Keep this thing handy so I can press it on that instead of doing it with my hands and getting sticky all over me and then making a mistake. It's not good. This stuff dries clear and it looks really nice. Now that looks like it was meant to be there, doesn't it? It's not like it's a leftover thought or anything, really. So I'm going to cut up along here now on this one. Get this piece out here that I'm going to use. Other side. I'm just going to check it to see if it fits. I'm sure it will. If I stay in this vicinity here, can you see me? Right, as long as I don't move away a bit. You see that? Okay. So I'm going to cut this bit off. Put it across here. This glue's working really good. I like this for this. For the fabric. It seems to go really good to fabric bits together. Whoops. There you go. That's what happens if you get your hand stuck in it. Lifts straight off. We don't want that, do we? Okay, I feel like I've got to bring it over a tiny bit. Any fingers off it. I might wait for it. Should we wait for it to dry before I cut these little feathery bits off? Shouldn't I? Now I'll get this other piece here, and we'll let go across here. Only just. Probably need to cut it off like a bit longer than what I would. Let me see. Come on. That'll work. It will work. Okay. Put that down there like that. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to get another piece the same size for the other page. Part of the page. Yeah, same length piece for the bit at the top. This one's longer. It seems to be, at any rate. Yeah, it is. But I don't need it to be. I don't think. I might have to just leave the side there like it is, because I think it's right. I think it's right. And this here might be bubbling up a bit. Let me see what I can do. Sorry about this. I have a mouthful of water. I don't know what I'm sniffling for. Bit thirsty. Let me see. Fix this up somehow. I wonder if I could cut it. No, I don't want it to come around like that, do I? Because it'll lose its look. It definitely will lose its look. Yeah, I know. I might just put this across the bottom. put this one across the bottom, the same stuff that's up across the top. Then go like that. Okay. Like so. How's that look? Pretty good. Whoops. This is a little bit fiddly, I know, but in the long run, you know, taking a bit of time to do something is really worth it. You know, if you just take a bit of time, you'll see that the end result is what, you know, is really what you like. I think so anyway. So I've sort of cut that bit of, wait a minute, there's the wrong side because it's all the cotton, and that'd be the right side, and it won't fit across like that, so there's not enough of that. Do we want to do it in one piece? I think so. I think we'll do it in one piece after all that. We'll do it in one piece. Okay. And I can use all these other bits of lace on snippets and stuff like that, because you know, I've got a lot of bits and pieces, so I can use them on snippets. I cut it off there. I might just take it a tiny bit over so I've got a little bit to work with. Okay, I'm going to bring this down here to the point, and that way to the point, because whatever I put down in there, whatever I put in there won't fall through the bottom. If I ever, yes it will, it'll go through there. Anyway, we're going to look at that another day. That's for another day, that is. We're going to put this down here, like so. And just very carefully make sure it goes around in a scoopy-doo-dah thing. There's the words. You know, you want it to have that, still have that bit of a point on it. If I can bring it down a tiny bit. Yes, okay. Right, how's that? How's that look? Oh, I do love that. That looks really cool. It does. Now all I've got to do is work out what I'm going to put on this page with it. I think that should be too hard. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to do that. Let me see. I'm thinking about that, or stencil maybe behind it. Maybe a different colour page too, that could be an issue. That could be something that I could look at. Putting a different colour page behind it. This is only a half a page, this one. Only be a small page. That looks really good on there, doesn't it? Well, that's interesting. I do like that on there. Nobody said I couldn't do this, did they? You know, put that behind it. It does make it pop a real lot. You know, you see the difference, don't you? If from that to that, how much better it looks. I'll take this back out again so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so I've got that much of this, and that's good. So I'm going to put that on top of there, I think, because that page is really thick anyway. Maybe I could just change that for another one, because I've used that thick page on something else. There's a tea-dyed one here I had. It's going to completely cover that over nearly, but that doesn't matter. We can use the other side for writing on or something like that. And this could be extremely big pocket at the back. I don't know. Just fits on there nicely. It's got a big cut across there. Make sure that's all straight. Sorry if you can hear me cat. He's out there singing to his fish. He has a little fish that he talks to. Yeah, okay. So I don't mind that. Even am I looking for a bit of white, do you think, on it? I've seen something here I'm quite partial to, too. That's something that might be able to go into this. And, that's beautiful, isn't it? So I also have this, look. I bought my husband a set of walkie-talkies, and if I want to talk to him, I turn that on and I say, "Hello, Jeremy," and he answers me back. Okay? I better not do that because he might say something. It wouldn't be any that bad, but he could say something. I'll tell him that I'm going to video him after. Isn't this beautiful? It is absolutely beautiful. This is out of one of those magazines with all the pretty in it. Now we bring this back into here. These flowers are gorgeous. Don't they look awesome? You know what though? I really like the fact that they've got that colour on there too. So I'm gonna fussy cut this out. I've gone and left that paper for a minute. That page. I guess I can't help myself. I've got to cut this out. I want to do something with this too. Definitely want to keep this. Let's fussy cut this one. I don't know if I need this bigger leaf up the top. We'll see. Okay. We'll see if I need that big one. I'm really looking at this, just this lighter colour one here with the little bug on it. It's sort of using it as a tuck spot or something. You know? If you all know what a tuck spot is, or an edge on a page or something. And having it a bit more wiggly or whatever is a bit interesting than having it just straight, isn't it? You know, it's a bit more interesting than having it straight. Yeah, that's nice. I do love that page. I do love that. Well, I don't think I'll put it. Isn't that nice? Wow. Okay, well that's there. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. And that's there. Right. Now, shall I put this in the middle? Just depends what's at the top and the bottom of the... okay. I think I will. I'll stick that there. And I'm not going to have it as a pocket because this is the pocket. Okay. So we're needing to put that there. Righto. So we'll do this. I'm going to use a glue stick because it works really good if you put loads on. Lots of glue stick. Come here. I'll stick on that. I hope it doesn't stick the other side. I'm trying not to do that, but you know how it is when you... I've gone at this too fast and not thought it through, have I? When I was sticking it down, I not thought that through. Come on, get on the paper properly. That's not over far enough. Be about now. Righto. Okay, so that's that bit for the background. And that's because that wasn't this piece of paper has got a, it's like it's, you know, squishy up, isn't it? Squishy up piece of paper. No, that's not the style of stuff that we're heading for here. But we're going to put this on now, and I'll need to put it on with a bit thicker glue. If I don't cut that off, it will lift up and it won't be put down properly, will it? So we're going to put this on here, And if you want to draw something like this yourself, okay, I'll just give you a quick look at how to do that. I hope that I can. I might go down further down the bottom than what I would be up the top and put it in the centre. Okay, so that's in the centre, and we've got it so it looks like so. Okay, now if you want to do your own part, this is a piece of paper. Let's have a piece of paper. They've got I don't want to use that. Actually, that's a good colour for what I'm doing here. I'm terrible, you know. I won't use a piece of paper for something unless I think I need it. I might think I need it for something else. Okay, I'll use this. It's just a sticky piece. That's not going to help me because I'm not going to be able to show you how to do this as if it's going to stick together. Goodness me, Sonya. Well, I didn't realise that I hadn't actually showed you how to do this. I just said you go and Google it and print it off, but maybe you can't do that, so oh, pussycat. This is grid paper. A very large book of this. Maybe this might make it easy to do too, you never know. I'll cut this piece off so I can show you what to do. I don't know, lots of people do this. I don't know where I learnt it, but I think I've had it known for years because I could never do anything with both sides the same. Anything I went to do always used to turn out, you know, one side would be different from the other. So if you go and you look at a picture of something like this and then you fold your paper in half, put the lid back on that, if you fold your piece of paper in half and you're going to look at like making this part here, okay, so when you open it up you've got the two bits, but then you've got the side pieces, haven't you? So the front flap pieces on here. So what I should have did before I if you look at the template of something, I don't know if I've got that bit that I pulled off the back of it. Something should be somewhere. Might have put it in the bin for a change. It'd be something different for me, wouldn't it, if I did? But anyway, so the front of it come out pretty straight, didn't it? So I'm thinking I'm going to have this the middle. We'll have the middle down the back, okay? I did have it has got a bit of a what's the name on it, like so, you know, it goes up higher, and then it had to go out like this for the front of it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and a half. I'll do 4. No, anyway, I'll cut it back. You can cut it back, but you can't, you know, it's too hard. So then down the bottom, so this is your front. No, this is your back, sorry. And then the back part comes to a V at the bottom here, so we're going to take that up there to probably level with the whoops. This is very, very scary drawing here. I might see if I can bring it in so you can see what I'm doing. So you want to take that up there. Probably we'll do a better line, eh? If you do it on the grid paper, it'll work out really good too. That was a good idea, wasn't it, that I had? But I didn't do it on purpose. It was the first thing I found. So you want to put it down like this, okay? Mine's not that peaky though, is it? No. Put it back up a bit. Go this line here, and you come down 2 things worth. This is only small. Righto. That's the back, and that should really, well, if I put a pretend line down here, this is your side part, okay? That's the side bit, and then your back part is, it has to come over that far, doesn't it? Haven't made it long enough, people. That's what we're doing. We haven't made it long enough. And then that goes down here. Just have a sort of a part on that. Well, it wasn't really. It was pretty straight, wasn't it? Really. And you reckon if I cut that out, I'll have what I'm looking for? I don't know, we'll try and see. So I've folded the paper over so there's a crease there, right? I've got to have this part here shorter than the back. So there's the back down there, righto. Open that up. And you've got this sort of thing, okay? Now, look at it and go back out and just scoop a bit out here, because I think it needs to be, just a tiny bit. Taken out there. Whoops. And a tiny bit taken out here. Do them both together so they both end up the same. That and that way. Actually, I've cut. You can move it over a bit further, or make that a bit longer. I don't know what I did. I just chopped it off too short, haven't I? Because mine's not that far open. But you get the general idea. If you can just move that over there a tiny bit, well, that's all right. Just move it over a bit, it won't hurt it. And we've made a little, what's the name, corsety thing, haven't we? Okay. You just have to do a little bit of different sort of moving about and manoeuvring and that, and see how it goes. Hello. That's not too bad, really, considering I just, you know. Anyway, so I hope you can get a bit of an idea of how to go about doing that. Now, that's upside down, isn't it? Maybe there's too much green on that. I'll have to see. Back to this. Now I want to put something flash up here. Flash. I mean, something vintagey. This piece of. I have to sit down and sew all my laces back down together, aren't I? That looks good. I like that. It's up the right way. There's a bit of rust on that. We're not going to worry about that though. I might not put it up there, the rusty bit. I want a panel down the side here that goes both sides of the like that, over the edge. Maybe I'll do a different sort of over the edge thing, but I think I'll put this across the top because I really like that. I'm going to cut this bit off. I don't know why, because it's got a little bit of what's the name on it, a little bit of rust because it's old, and we're going to take that off there, I think. Now, what sort of thing to put down in front of the in the girdle pocket, in the corset pocket, I should say, corset pocket piece we need. Love that. That's good. Going on well. Okay, so on the bottom, I might have something with a bit of a dangle down the bottom, but so it can be seen on the outside of the book. That's not long enough. I'll have something to put in there later. Let's do this up. Need something across here. Seriously, we do. Love that. Oh my goodness, I think it's only one of those I've got. Isn't it nice? I do love these old looking sort of things, as you probably will know. They're just, it's a vintage style sort of thing, you know, so I really like them. I really do. Hang on, we've got some nice flowers here too for this. So on that one I've got some flowers. Where's that other one? Isn't it amazing how you think you've got something there and you get hold of it and it's not it at all? Yes, it is. You put that on there. A lot of pink. A lot of pink. These 2 pages won't be near one another though. As far as I can tell, I won't be putting them together. Get off there. Yeah. There's a clock under there and there's something under here, and I really love that thing. Wait a minute. I might go for some bows or something. Just move that one for the time being. So I made these few little bows out of some seam binding here not long ago. And I do like how they look. I really do. It looks a bit frayy, but that doesn't matter, does it? Is it the right way? It is, isn't it? I can move the fray bits anyway in a minute and put them somewhere else. I've got a few bits and pieces in here I might like to do something with. Come here. You see something? Oh, this is pink, isn't it? Oh, wow. That's too far. Sonya went too far there. Okay. I've got some nice bits in here, isn't there? I like these. Is that, yeah, that's stuck to there. Just check it. I think that looks good. What are we going to use this as though? I think you can use that side too. That's nice. I like the blue one though. Need to put a brad in that, don't we? Could put an eyelet in it, but I think I'll do a brad. They're sitting here somewhere a minute ago. And there's so much stuff to look at. It's like finding Where's Wally or something on that kids' game. That much stuff on here. Righto. Let's see what we can put on it. Something small. It's got to cover that hole though. The top bit does. It's a white one. It's huge, but